Aim of the experiment to find the refractive index of a liquid by using convex lens and plane mirror. Apparatus required: double convex lens, plane mirror, laboratory stand fixed with a pin in the clamp, meter scale, plumb line, water dropper, etc. In this method, a real and inverted image coincides with the object placed on the principal focus point of a convex lens. The rays from a pin placed on the principal focus of a convex lens emerges out parallel to its axis. When these rays fall normally on a plane mirror placed horizontally below the convex lens, they retrace their path and forms a real and inverted image at the principal focal plane of the lens. The size of the image is equal to the size of the object pin, and the tip of the pin gives the position of the second principal focus. Then f is the focal length of the convex lens, where r is the optical center of the lens. This is the diagram showing such an image formation. Here AB is the object and the rays from the object moves through plane mirror and convex lens, and we get an image A prime B prime with equal size. If f1 is the focal length of glass convex lens and f2 is the focal length of the liquid lens, that is water alone, then capital F is the focal length of their combination. Then we know total focal length 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Or from that we can calculate the focal length of the liquid lens as 1 by f2 is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by f1. Liquid lens is actually a planar concave lens, that is one side is plane, another side is concave, and R1 is equal to R, the radius of curvature of the convex lens surface, and R2 is equal to infinity of the plane surface. From lens maker's formula, 1 by f2 is equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So when we substitute r1 and r2 here, 1 by f2 is equal to n minus 1 divided by r, because 1 by r2 is equal to 1 by infinity equal to 0. Or from this, n equal to 1 plus r by f2. Putting the values of f2 and r, we can calculate n, that is refractive index of the liquid. Here r is the radius of curvature of the liquid lens, that will be equal to the radius of curvature of the convex lens, and f2 is the focal length of the liquid lens. In order to find the focal length of the liquid lens, it is enough to find the focal length of the concave lens and also the combination. From that we can calculate the focal length of the liquid lens. This is the observation column for the experiment. To start with the experiment, first of all, find the focal length of the given convex lens by using distant object method. Now, take a plane mirror and place it on the horizontal base of the iron stand. Now, place the convex lens on the plane mirror. Now, optical needle in the clamp of the stand is adjusted at a distance equal to its rough focal length. Now, adjust this apparatus so that the tip of the needle, that is the object, appears touching the tip of its image. But now, when we move to front and back, we can see the object and image move apart each other. Now, make a slight change in the distance between the needle and the lens so that the parallax error is reduced. Now the tip of object and image coincides. Now measure the distance between the tip of the convex lens and the needle, and that reading is noted. And remove the convex lens from the plane mirror, and the distance between the tip of the plane mirror and the needle is also noted. These readings are noted in the observation column without liquid, from the lens surface, that is the first reading, from the plane mirror, that is the second reading. Take a few drops of transparent liquid, here it is water, on the plane mirror and put the convex lens over it with its same face as before. Now move the needle to get a clear image of the object, and also the object and image, both the tip coincides with each other. Now we got the object and image without any parallax. Now as earlier, measure the distance between the upper part of the lens and the needle by using a meter scale, and is noted. Now also measure the distance between the surface of the plane mirror and the needle, again by using a meter scale, and is noted. In the observation column, second row, with liquid from lens surface and also from plane mirror. And the third column will give the mean value of the first two, and that is equal to the focal length. Now first we got the focal length of the convex lens alone, and second we got the focal length of the combination of liquid lens and the convex lens. From this two we can calculate the focal length of the liquid lens alone. 1 by f of water is equal to 1 by f of combination minus 1 by f of convex lens, or f is equal to f prime divided by f minus f prime, where f is the focal length of the convex lens, f prime is the focal length of the combination. Now the refractive index of the liquid N is equal to 1 plus r by f, where r is the radius of curvature of the lens and f is the focal length of the liquid lens. Now we got the focal length of the liquid lens, and in order to find the radius of curvature of the liquid lens, it is enough to find the radius of curvature of the given convex lens. Then we can do by any method, and the best easy method is by using a spherometer. Now by substituting all the values, we will get the refractive index of the given liquid.